Trevor, I'm gonna be a little bit out of it today,
Mm-hmm.
cause I just got out of knee surgery actually.
Oh, did it go well?
Yeah, no, everything's good. I'm on the path to recovery. Both my knees got replaced,
Oh, wow.
and I had like a donor for it, which was very nice of them. But the big problem is now I'm getting just swarmed by bees, cause they want them back.
Hey, wait a minute. We're live.
Wait a minute, we are live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the All That in a Glass of Water podcast. I'm your host, Trevor.
I am your other host, Lily.
And this is the first podcast we've recorded at night in the darkness.
That's right. I'm so afraid of all the shadows around me right now.
It's incredibly
Anything could
scary.
be lurking there.
I'm deep in the woods. Behind my house. There are coyotes that live back here, which aren't. They're not gonna attack me, but it's just a little.
Oh, is that an
There's
owl?
one now.
Oh, it's a coyote. I thought there was a different animal
What?
out there.
Oh, there's an
owl too.
There's that owl.
Oh, Christ! The
I
owl.
guess
The owl got eaten.
Yeah.
It looks
guess
like.
so. Well,
Dang. So we're on a video call. Trevor, who's that with you? I didn't know we brought guests on the podcast now. Who's that standing behind you?
Oh, what?
It's like I didn't know you had such a tall friend.
Uh-huh.
And why does he look so fancy in that nice suit?
Oh, Lord. I don't know the Slenderman lore. I haven't read the Slenderman lore in a while, so.
No, my high school librarian's son wrote the Slenderman books.
What?
Like, we had our whole Slenderman section in our library because her son wrote all the books about Slenderman.
What is that? Like, he's the author of the original creepypasta?
Well, it was the game first, and then they licensed the game out to, like, they were like, we gotta cash in on this, we need some Slenderman books. So they got
Right.
my high school librarian's son to do it. And then
Wow,
he wrote a whole
okay.
series about Slenderman.
I didn't know there was a series about Slenderman.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
neither. I don't think anyone ever read them. But they were
'Cause
there.
I've like listened because what it was like was it a creepypasta first? It was like an internet thing before it was anything else, right?
Was it? Maybe. I thought it was like they came up with the game idea first, but that they based the game on a creepypasta, an existing one.
The Slender Man, also known as Slenderman, which is just one of them has a space between slender and man, and the other doesn't. Is a
Oh, I
fictional
see.
supernatural character that originated as a creepypasta internet meme created by Something Awful forum user Eric. Oh, what? Eric Knudsen.
Hey,
No, I'm
that's my
thinking of somewhere else.
librarian's son. No, I don't think it is.
No, this isn't the same. I looked up Eric Knudsen, and it's a Canadian actor.
Oh. Well, he's kind of a Renaissance man.
Mm.
He's
Yes.
coming up with scary tall men. He's acting. He's living the dream.
One of the people on the Google people also ask questions. One of them is, why does Slenderman want $20? Which I didn't know was a thing.
Why does he want 20? What's the answer?
The $20 thing is reference to a meme that was running around in the Slenderman fan community for a bit because a fan uploaded a video with missing audio from one of the early Marble Hornets videos. I don't know what that is. I guess it's
It's too deep a rabbit hole.
rap artist? Yeah. $20 mode. Okay, whatever. I guess it's part of the video game because this is the answers from Steam.
There's this special mode after you beat the original game where he wants 8 pages and $20 to pay for a taxi home.
Yeah.
Because he lives really far away, so it's expensive.
Yeah. Slenderman is actually that's just like his day job. Well, he does it at night, obviously, but that's just how he rakes in the money.
I brought a special treat today because
oh boy,
it's our first nighttime episode. Not only that, it's also our 21st episode. So it's late at night. We just turned 21. If we assume that we make one episode a year, it's drinking time, baby. I got a Smirnoff Ice here.
Oh my lord! Now you are. Let's make it clear to the listeners. You are of age to be drinking this beverage.
That's right. I am 17, but I got a special pass from the government.
That's
and
right.
They said it's okay because I'm mature for my age. They said, "So we'll let you drink early." And this is my first sip of alcohol ever in my life.
Yeah, the very first. I'm excited to see. I don't know what it tastes like because my brain is still mushy. That's what the governor told me.
Right.
So
yeah, you applied the Roy Cooper at the same time.
Yeah,
and he poked your head and he was like, "Nope, left an indent. You're not ready."
Yeah, I lost control of my left arm for like 3 days after that too. So
yeah, and imagine what would have happened if alcohol touched those weak neurons of yours.
Yeah, bad stuff. But let's hopefully it's good for you.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this is our water for today. It's Smirnoff Ice original flavor.
Okay.
I'll review this. Whoa. Oh, I think I have alcohol poisoning.
Oh Lord, Lily, we have to get you to the hospital now.
Oh my God. The paramedics are here. Guys, you gotta help me. Something's wrong.
What's going on here? What happened?
I had my first drink of alcohol. I'm only 17, but Roy Cooper said it was okay.
Oh my God, that idiot Roy Cooper. He wouldn't know a mushy brain from a hard brain if I smacked him in the head with my head. We gotta get you into the ambulance.
Okay. Let's go.
Can you walk?
Well, I fell down when I took my sip because I was so taken aback by the impeccable flavor of this Smirnoff Ice, and it left a big, rock-shaped indent in my head. I think Roy was wrong. I don't think my skull was set.
Let me just take a look here. I'm gonna place a hand on your head.
Yep.
Oh,
jeez. Oh, Christ.
It's sinking in there. It's going real deep.
Went in like an anvil into the ground in Looney Tunes.
Wow. It's still going in.
Oh my
God.
God.
Even deeper.
You touched my heart. Right then. It's gone all the way down through the esophagus.
Yeah, this is bad. We're gonna have to I think I made the situation worse.
I took another sip to dull the pain that you're causing me right now. Cause goddamn, I sure could use some morphine or something, but for now I'm gonna have to settle for Smirnoff Ice original natural lemon lime flavor.
I'm gonna go back to the station and fill out the paperwork on this. You sit tight here and we'll be back.
The station? Are you a EMT?
Going back to the EMT station.
Oh.
Where all the EMTs hang out and play cards.
Oh, you guys have a crib?
Yeah, it's pretty nice actually.
That's fun. That's cool. Can I come?
Well, are you trained in medical sciences?
No, but they tell me I'm mature.
Yeah, why don't you stop by next Thursday? We're having a little open barbecue kind of thing, a little shindig. If you're still feeling bad by then, we can check you out. But otherwise, I'm gonna go back now.
Okay.
I left in the middle of a hand of cards, and I was all in. So I got to see how that turned out.
Oh, I hope it goes well.
Good luck with your mushy, messed up brain.
Thank you. I'm so sorry about the interruption, Trevor.
Oh yeah, no big. I mean, alcohol poisoning. That's a very serious thing.
Yeah. No, it's I'm not doing so well. It's kind of fucked up that guy left. Honestly.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a
seems
little
negligent.
strange. Yeah, because usually EMTs are meant to like make sure you're not. He didn't even like check your pulse though.
No, didn't give me
just-
the pain index or anything.
No. Seems like I would like hang out with that guy though. Seemed pretty cool.
Did you hear about this? What's happening on Thursday? Did you catch that on the mic?
Yeah, the barbecue you mentioned.
Yeah, he said there's an open barbecue.
I might show up to that. I've been having.
Well, I don't know if he invited you.
Well, yeah, okay. Maybe you could sneak me in.
We'll see. We'll see on because I just don't know how many guests they're kind of expecting.
No,
But,
yeah.
maybe. I mean, I'm not saying no. Maybe, yeah.
It's just like I like barbecue and I like North Carolina style barbecue, so I think I'd really
Right.
like to be at this thing, you know.
Yeah, I think he said it's He told me it's barbecue Trevor doesn't like. I think
okay.
I muted the mic for that part on accident. That's my bad. But he said, yeah, Trevor
Yeah.
won't like this barbecue.
Well, that's I guess it won't come then. It'll just be you and the EMT guys. That's
That
fine.
sucks.
That's
I'd really like for you to go. It's just he kind of said,
yeah, no, that's,
you know.
no, it's cool. I get it. I mean, it's just the EMT guys are so cool. I can only hang out with like the doctors, and they're all fucking stuck up and shit.
But luckily, we can dull our pain with this 4 out of 5 thirsty points Smirnoff Ice.
4 or 5. That's pretty good.
It's got a tang.
Ooh.
Does it have a tang? I don't know what that means.
Like a tang to me in terms of flavor is like something that sticks around for a second after you taste it.
But I feel like it. Like if I ate some, I don't mean to be crass. If I ate some poop, that would stick around for a while. But would I call it tangy? I don't know.
That's true. That's a good point actually.
Do you want to talk about Spidey?
Let's talk about Spidey.
Okay.
I haven't seen the first Spider-Verse movie probably since it came out in 2018.
Yeah.
But I was able. I mean, I followed the plot to this one fine. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Spoilers for Spider-Verse 2, I guess.
Oh yeah. We're getting into spoiler zone. If you haven't seen it, don't fucking bother. No, you should bother.
I know. I know you. I know you didn't have as positive a reception of it, but I enjoyed it. Now, given I enjoy like most movies I watch, my bar for movies isn't like super high. But I mean, I think it makes sense, like how they're progressing with this like series, I guess trilogy of movies after the first one. So the first one was just like adventure, multiple universes, whatever. But now they're trying to like make a more, I don't know, like almost like serious, like multi-movie, like plot arc thing.
I mean, the elephant in the room is it's half a flick. If you haven't seen it, because it apparently was known before, like they said in the marketing, and then they decided at some point we're not going to market it as a part 1, which I didn't know before I went in. Everyone in my audience screamed when they said to be continued.
They screamed.
So it seemed like a surprise.
Okay, when you say they screamed, when did you see this? Was this opening night?
I saw a Thursday night preview and the next night I saw it again.
Okay.
So I saw 2 opening nights basically.
Give us the noise the audience made when the movie ended and the plot was not resolved.
There's like this big build-up moment. What's gonna happen next? A big fight's about to break out. It looks like this is gonna be crazy. I'm on the edge of my damn seat here, and then it cuts to black. To be continued. Everyone's like, those types of noises.
And then they had to bring in some of the EMTs from their lounge to get everyone
Yeah.
okay.
Like an old lady had a heart attack. She's never going to see part 2. She's never going to see Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Because she's gone because of what the Illumination... No, because of what Sony Animation did to her.
Wow. That's messed up. No, otherwise, now, I like the movie. I like the I kind of like the thing with Miles not being like a normal Spider-Man, like he's not supposed to exist or whatever. I think it makes sense that our main character is that person in this universe that was introduced to us as a universe with multiple universes, you know?
Right. Yeah. There has to be some way for him to remain an outsider for like audience stand-in. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite part of it, I think, was that his dynamic with the other Spider people, how they hated him.
Mm-hmm. I thought the Spider-Man city or whatever it was, it like when I saw that, the first thing I thought of was Rick and Morty and like the Council of Ricks, the Citadel of Ricks, whatever it's called. Which I don't know. Is the Spider-Man city, or it was like one building, I guess. But is that in the like comics anywhere, or is this wholly original to this film series?
I don't, because I haven't read the Spider-Verse comics. They're like the most popular Spider-Man ones now, and it feels kind of bad to me, so I've avoided them because it feels like kind of circle jerky. I think it's going too far. So I don't know. I haven't consumed those. I knew about some of the Spider-Men in there that were around. I got a good number of the references. I wrote this fucking stupid line in my notes on this movie because I was really mad about the sheer number of references and how forward they were. And it seemed like that was like the content. It wasn't like there were a bunch of background Spider-Man. You're like, oh, hey, I recognize that guy. It's like, we're going to spend several minutes with full focus on these people. I wrote, no Easter eggs allowed, only dry Easter steaks. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I wrote that down.
Like it's really meaty, but it's like not satisfying.
Right. Like this is the entree this film has to offer, but it's a bad one.
Yeah.
And but it's like an Easter egg isn't something you eat. The idea is it's hidden. So the analogy doesn't really work because the Easter part is what's different. They're still eggs, but they're just like big. They're ostrich eggs, maybe.
Yeah, there we go. They're big ostrich eggs. That's it. They're really obvious, and they're on the ground, and you might step on them accidentally if you're not careful.
Right. And did you have this experience where there were a couple live action ones? Donald Glover was in there because of him in Spider-Man Homecoming, and then they showed some clips from the older Spider-Man movies. Did you think those were ugly as hell?
Like the live action with the animation?
Yeah, just the way it was overlaid looked really bad to me.
I guess I don't know. I guess I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I thought it was like, I don't know, kind of cool, I guess. I was like, oh, hey, that's real. That's a real guy.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty much what my mind went to. I was just like, wait, they're animated, but that guy's real. And I didn't really think about it deeper than that.
I wonder if Donald Glover was scared when he was shooting that, seeing all these like cartoons around him.
Yeah, if he was freaked out at all. Well, I was gonna say there was another live action part, right? When Spot, that was his name, right? Spot.
Yeah.
When he looks into one of the other universes, and it's just like some lady at a convenience store. That was live action, right?
Yeah. Well, have you seen Venom? Do you know who that is?
I haven't. No. That's a person from a. That wasn't just a random person. That was someone.
No, yeah. It's a big Venom reference. You thought
Okay.
who did you think that was?
I just thought it was like a random person. I don't know.
It would be a very strange choice how they kind of framed that. Of like, they couldn't even get Venom in there though. They couldn't afford Venom for this flick.
Yeah, I would have recognized Venom if he was there.
Yeah,
But
that part. Spot was pretty good. I did love that guy.
yeah.
And I'm very excited for the next one where he seems like he's going to be a bigger part. I think my biggest issue with it is, one, I do hate the two-parter because it feels like it could have been one movie if they cut out a ton of the fat of, like,
Yeah.
the references and stuff. And I don't like the references because, like, No Way Home had the same problem, and I don't like that movie anymore. I enjoyed it on first watch, but now I'm just like, we can't make anything new that's good. Every Spider-Man movie forever now is us gonna be being like, oh my god, I remember that movie that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was better than No Way Home, no doubt. There was absolutely good parts of this movie, and like there's a good movie in there if they edit it differently. For me, in my opinion, I'm very much in the minority of not liking it. But I was like, yeah, I was upset. This is kind of what they went with as their final product, when it seemed like there was something more to be had, with like themes I felt went unexplored. I'm sure they will be in the final one, so it's hard to like review an unfinished movie.
I was talking with my brother, and like the only other movie we could think of that just ends on a straight cliffhanger like that is like Back to the Future 2. I guess Back to the Future 1 as well, but that was Back to the Future 1. There was no intention to make a second one. It was just like a fun little end bit. But
Right.
Back to the Future 2, it's like, no, there's another part to this. The plot is unresolved. But then Back to the Future 2, immediately after that movie ends, you get a trailer for the third one. So it's like, okay, we know what's to come. But the Spider-Verse 3, I doubt a lot of it is even animated yet. So we don't know.
Yeah. When I went on a very angry Twitter rant after I saw it the first time, I said, like, what was the point of making this movie? Everyone ended up exactly where they started. Like, if their characters weren't assassinated, I said. Which I felt with, like, Peter B. Parker was my big thing. I don't feel like he would do... His character in the first one would not do the stuff he did in this one, I think. Because he wasn't really a part of it. He probably will be more in the next one. But just, like, to serve what has to happen for the plot, I don't think it makes sense for him. And the main players were Gwen and Miles. But I was like, because this also has to be... The end of this has to be Act 1 of a new movie. No one's really done or learned anything, I felt.
Yeah, like in terms of like lessons.
Yeah, or just like being in a different place as a character. Gwen has the most of like stuff happens to her. Like, I don't know. People had new problems compared to the end of the first movie, but no one really had like new outlooks.
Because Gwen had stuff with her dad, right? And that was kind of resolved.
Gwen is confirmed trans in this movie, which is pretty cool. Now I feel bad for not liking it, because I feel like I have to like the Spider-Man movie with a trans person in it. But then I was like, well, I'm not required to do that.
Well, retroactively, she's also trans in the first one then, so...
Yeah, that's true. And that's a better movie. So there you go.
Yeah.
I can like that as the first Spider-Man movie with a trans person in it. And and I actually enjoy it. That made me feel better. Thank you. Now I don't have to like Across the Spider-Verse.
You don't. I don't think there's an obligation for you to like every movie that has a trans character. That's. I'm sure there are plenty of bad movies with trans characters.
I don't know, because I was thinking before this one, I was like, I hope there's a trans Spider-Man in there. Not because I hadn't seen the kind of fan discussion saying she was after the first one, and then they kind of confirmed that in this one. And I was like, we got a lot of Spider-Men. Some are probably gay or whatever. I hope one's trans. Because I don't know, I like representation. That's normal. But then I was like, God, I wish that could be a reason for me to really love this movie. And it's really hard to put a trans character in it when it's not their whole character. Because there's a lot of old representation for trans people in film through the gaze of cis people trying to understand them. And I see like wholesome clips of like 70s TV that treat trans people pretty nicely, but also it's like framed as this dilemma for the cis character who is our viewer. Right. They're like, oh my God, this person I thought was a woman's a weird woman. And then it's like not transphobic, but just feels clumsy. And I don't know. It is cool to see a trans character who doesn't mention it to anyone, because that's not something trans people have to do all that often.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like that they managed to get that in and still confirm it in like a subtle but clear way.
Yeah. Because I guess like the 70s TV you were talking about, it's more like used as like to drive the plot forward more than being like an actual like rounded character. Is that what you mean? Because I don't think I've seen any episodes of that specifically, but
yeah, I've only seen clips of it, so I couldn't tell you like the show, but just because I'm on trans TikTok, so they'll be like, look how well this film in the 70s or TV show or whatever treated trans people compared to how we do it today, where there would be like a whole big fight about having a trans person in a show at all.
Right.
And it was like a cis character coming to understand this person was a woman. They were like initially really shocked, and then the trans person came up to them. It was on a boat, if that helps anyone looking for this. They were like, I'm sorry to do that to you, which is not something real life trans people ever should have to do, is like apologize for the shock they caused someone. And being like, he knew her before she transitioned, and then he was like, oh my God. And it was nice. It was like a heartwarming kind of ending where he was like super accepting of her and being like, I knew you as a man, now I'm going to get to know you as a woman. But it was still kind of like, it's a weird lens to view it through. And it wouldn't fly today, I think, and that's a good thing. But just like, in lieu of that, and in lieu of characters announcing they're trans in a super unnatural way, it is difficult to like get a trans person in there when it's not about them transitioning. When it's just like, they're trans, is a part of their life, but they don't go around telling people, which is how it pretty much always is. So great work, Spider-Man, for doing that. But also, finish your movie. You forgot to finish it.
You're serving us a pizza pie and the fucking cheese isn't melted all the way, Sony.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Yeah. And they know I don't like unmelted cheese.
Yeah. The fucking sauce is still cold. The dough is
whole tomato on top.
Yeah, it's not even smushed. You didn't even like mince it up or anything. It's a whole unpeeled tomato.
Yeah.
I think it's still on the vine.
Sony, what the hell? You didn't take it out of the oven. They're trying to make me eat the brick oven.
You can't make us eat an oven, Sony. We're not fucking idiots, okay? We're not going to swallow this pie until you finish it in late 2024 or whenever it's supposed to come out of the oven.
That's right. For the record on the pod, we all know I love Spider-Man here.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want anybody to think I'm a Spider-Man hater. Nothing would hurt me more than for people to assume that. Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's all I had to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone I disappointed.
If we could become like a superhero duo, me and you, we get powers. What are our powers and how they have to be different from each other, and they have to be able to work together. Like maybe I could like, yeah, go ahead.
Can I please just have Spider-Man's powers?
No, it
'Cause I
has to be
like-
original.
But I really want to
can't-
be Spider-Man.
You can't be this universe's Spider-Man. It's just not. It's not an option.
It genuinely saddens me that I'm not Spider-Man. Like, I was upset during the movie because I couldn't do what Miles Morales was doing. You don't understand
You're right. I don't. I could.
how much I need this.
But
No, we can
okay.
make
But
original
then.
one.
But then your uncle, according to the Spider-Verse lore,
Right.
someone has to die, an uncle or an aunt or whoever, and then
The
also a
canon
police
event.
chief or whatever it was.
That's because I would be all super down for letting a police chief die. No problem.
Yeah, okay.
And there's like family members I would sacrifice to be Spider-Man.
But it's not like it has to be one that you actually love though, so that you use your powers for good.
Right. Well, that's the question, isn't it? If I'm deciding to sacrifice them, like Miles is doing in this flick, how does it even count as a canon event anymore? It's a different decision from having a death out of your control that changes your viewpoint to having a death in your control and you decide to let it happen. So really, neither me nor Miles can ever truly be Spider-Man. And I think that's the lesson of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
You already know too much to be Spider-Man. You're cursed with this knowledge.
Yeah. It doesn't work anymore.
I'm sorry, Lily, that you know too much to be Spider-Man.
What are your powers going to be?
I was thinking that I could hold out my arms and then it like turns into like a ladder and it like kind of extends and then you could climb up the ladder to like various buildings and stuff.
Okay.
And the cool part about it is it can go for however long I want. So, and also if I need
Is it infinitely strong? Can anything break the ladder?
It's as strong as it's like steel. It's like made of steel.
Okay.
So it's as strong as steel. And like I could like whack people with it too.
Right.
And like I can like extend it out and like push someone far away. When I said it, I thought it was like a lame power, but now that I think about it more, it's actually pretty fucking cool.
It's like it's a Mr. Fantastic with like pros and cons on top. Like it's stronger than arms, but also less flexible than arms. But it is just like an infinite stretch ability.
Yeah.
But metal. That's a pretty good one. The fact that it's a
climb
ladder almost seems irrelevant.
But it is relevant if we need to get on top of something. The only problem is one flaw is that I can never climb my own ladder. So
Right.
I need
like
someone
your
else to
character
climb
arc.
before me. Yeah.
You can kind of realize like sometimes it's okay to need support from other people. You don't always have to climb your own ladder.
Yeah. But also every time you step on the ladder, I can like feel it. Like there's a whole system of like nerves that run through the steel ladder that I can feel.
Oh. Does it like it hurts or is it kind of like a tingling sensation?
Yeah, it's like neutral. It's not like it doesn't like hurt necessarily unless it like gets damaged.
Right.
But otherwise, it's okay.
Okay.
So what about you?
I'm trying to think how I can be complimentary to this. I need the ability to climb, but I already have that in my current state. So if we're thinking additional powers, as long as I don't touch my climbing ability, we're all good.
Okay.
I would enjoy, because I think we're like fighting crime, right?
Oh yeah, we're the good guys for sure.
I think I could fight them in my current state. I would like my eyes to be kind of different.
Okay, like a
Maybe
different
I can
color or
see information about people floating
Oh,
above their
okay.
heads, almost like the
Yeah.
thing in Death Note. But it's also
Yeah.
like okay. I can see their name, age, and their deepest desire.
Okay, that's pretty good because you can use deepest desire
Right.
against someone.
And if we find someone whose deepest desire is a ladder, we're covered for that fight.
Yeah. Oh, we're good. But yeah. Their deepest desire is a ladder, to own a ladder. That's what they've always wanted.
Can I also, like, sometimes it's a burden to be able to see all this information about people, so I have goggles like Cyclops that I can wear to make it stop.
Okay.
And then it's like
Can you
when I
still
have to unleash.
But then, like, nothing happens. It's a big dramatic moment, but it's pretty much the same. And you kind of have to look around for a second to figure out what to do.
Yeah, takes me a second to read.
Yeah. The problem with this power is that there's no, like, it can't be used immediately. It requires some plotting.
Right. You have to think on it a little bit.
Yeah. So while I'm whacking them with my ladder, you can be, like, kind of in the back, figuring out how to sway the fight.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll also, like, train physically, and just, like, be kind of pretty buff. And then also, if push comes to shove, we meet an opponent we simply cannot defeat. We have a backup plan.
Yeah. So your main plan is to just use your body to fight.
Yeah,
That's-
my main plan
that's
is to beat
plan
the shit out of
A.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plan B is to use the superpower that you have.
Right. And then I can
that's
see your deepest desire change throughout the course of our story to
Oh,
really
yeah.
demonstrate your character arc. It starts as wanting to climb your own ladder, and it changes as wanting someone else to climb your ladder.
Boy, I can't tell you how many nights I've been out in the bars asking people to climb my ladder.
Yeah.
And they never want to. People get
No.
they get, like, weirded out, even though it's just like a ladder.
Right.
'Cause I'll sit down next to, like, a girl or a guy, whatever. Maybe I'll buy him a drink, and then I'll say, "Hey, if I held my arms out and made them get really long, would you climb me?"
I think
and then-
that's a good pickup line.
Yeah.
Like,
Should I
not even
use
Josh
that?
in here. I think you should. I think that would work.
How? People, I think the main emotion that would arouse is confusion, I think. Because on its own, that statement makes almost no sense.
It's kind of funny though. And, like,
It's bizarre.
I think that would work a solid 10% of the time.
Okay.
I think you swing 100 times, you'd hit 10 of those.
Okay. I don't know. Now, hitting is getting my ladder climbed, right?
Yeah. And then that's
Yeah.
the thing, like, is that what you really want? Because if you mean sex, it might not work as well.
No,
But if you
it
do
wouldn't.
want someone to stand on your arms, I bet people would do that. Wait, can we give our superhero name a superhero duo a name? Like, if they wrote a comic
Yeah.
about us, what's our comic called? The comic could be like Ladder to Desire. It kind of sounds like an erotic novel for old people.
Yeah. That's the comic name. Is Ladder to Desire. Ladder
Yeah.
to Desire with, and then each of our individual names,
Right.
I guess.
What if it's like Trevor Ladder and Lily Deepest Desire?
That's wow. Those are catchy. I'm sure. Look, it's Trevor Ladder And Lily, deepest desire, come to save the day.
We're saved. How will I ever
doesn't-
repay you, Trevor Ladder?
Oh, it's all in a day's work for Trevor Ladder.
I thought there was going to be like a pun in there.
Nope, couldn't think of one.
You could kill any character in The Office who you pick.
In the TV show The Office, if I could kill one of them.
Yeah, The Office US.
I don't know. Maybe Andy Bernard. Because Andy, like, I don't know. Andy's like kind of like a bad guy. I feel like he's really shitty to Aaron.
Don't even remember half these names. I think I know who Andy is.
That I don't like the Hangover movie very much, which Ed Helms is in. I do like Ed Helms as like a personality, and Andy Bernard is funny on the show. But yeah, if I had to kill one of them, it'd probably be him.
Well, Trevor, I have a special treat for you this episode. I brought Andy to you tied up.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
Here's a gun and a flail. You can take your pick.
The fuck is a flail?
It's like it's a stick with a big spike ball on the end. It's got chain connecting them so you can flail it around. Is where it's got its namesake.
Nice. Okay, I think I'll take the flail.
Okay, here you go.
Andy, get ready to die.
No, please, Trevor. I'm Andy from The Office.
Make your famous noise before I kill you, Andy.
Ooh, yeah.
You fucking dumbass. That's not it.
Fuck. It's been 10 years since the show went off the air. I don't remember my famous noise. No, please. No, spare me.
This is for treating the character Erin so badly.
It was right.
I liked her. I liked the actor who she was played by.
Is this played by Rashida Jones, if I remember correctly?
Nope, not. I don't think.
Fuck, who's really that? Who's that?
It's Ellie Kemper.
Who did Rashida?
She's also in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I also just watched.
Karen. I was thinking of Karen from The Office.
Oh yeah. She also kind of. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess Jim didn't treat her great, but there's the whole. Whatever. I'm not gonna rehash the plot of The Office right now.
Yeah, I was in it. I'm Ed Helms. And you just beat me with a flail.
Ed, tell us what it was like on the average day filming The Office. Was there a lot of camaraderie? Were there cliques? Was there any drama in the day-to-day?
Oh, I really need a hospital. But while we're waiting on those EMTs to get back, let me tell you about the funniest thing that what's his name? Let me tell you about the funniest thing Steve Carell ever did on set. We were in this one day, and he had like a tuna sandwich. He popped that baby in the microwave for like 20 minutes. And then he put a fan right in front of the door.
That's Steve Carell. What a jokester.
Yeah, it was. We were all dying for the rest of set. That was the day we filmed the episode where Jim's funeral. That was Jim's funeral episode.
That was a really sad. I cried during that episode, right up until the point that Jim broke out of the casket, and revealed that it was all a prank on Dwight.
Yeah, that was actually improvised. In the script, Jim was written out of the show. He died.
Oh wow!
And John Krasinski was just kind of like not happening, and he improvised the rest of the show. They didn't write a single line for Jim.
Wow, he did the rest of that just to. Did they even pay him anymore?
No, he had to fight PAs and stuff to kind of get on set and find his way in front of the camera every time. Have you?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Hang on. Just give me one. I'm Ed Helms.
Yeah, that's right. You're at Helms. Yeah.
Have you seen the Lorax?
Have I? I have. Yeah, I have seen the Lorax.
Did you know I was in that movie?
I did. I didn't. Ed, who were you?
Just give me 1 sec. I gotta remember.
Yeah, no. I gave you a lot of brain damage just now, so.
Oh, hey, I was in the
understand if
Muppets.
It takes you a minute. Wow, you've done a lot, Ed. I didn't know you were in so many films.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah, I remember. I played the Onceler in the Lorax. That was a big role for me.
Yeah, that's like my favorite character.
Yeah. Did I sing that song, or did they get somebody else to do that?
You know, Ed, you were always singing when you were on the show The Office. So, I bet you did that yourself.
Right. It must be memory loss from all the flail hitting. I don't really remember much of my roles anymore. Oh gosh, that one actually jogged my memory. I was in that movie with Taylor Swift.
Oh wow,
that was pretty cool. It was a great experience. You want to know what the funniest thing she ever did on set was?
Yeah, tell me about that, Ed. Yeah, tell me about Taylor Swift on set.
It's weird because it was an animated movie, and she had a minor role. It's very strange that they built a set and had us come in together on the same day at all.
Well, Taylor's a big star. She's huge. So
yeah. Well, I don't even know how they booked her for that. It was we shot physically for 6 weeks, and they said it was referenced for the animators, but we didn't have motion capture suits on or anything. It was like we were shooting a live action Lorax that they used.
Wow.
But Taylor Swift brought in a ball pit for the cast.
Oh wow, a whole ball pit.
Yeah.
Did you jump in it with her? Swim around the balls a little bit?
I did. We held hands so neither of us would get lost, and it's one of the more good memories I have as an actor. Oh, I just remember Steve Carell came in that day. That one jogged my memory. Steve came in with another tuna sandwich.
Oh no, that
on ball pit day. Well, you think I could go home to my family?
You know, Ed, I was gonna kill you, but I think you have enough damage. You can go home to your family. I'll let you live now that Trevor. I know you've played the Onceler.
Hey, you want to hear my classic line?
Please, Ed.
Onceler? Yeah, I'll make a thneed or two.
You were always saying that on The Office, and now I finally get it because you were the Onceler. Right. Oh my gosh!
Ed. They cast me. I think that's why they cast me, because I was cast after The Office ended for the Lorax.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how it all came together. But I'm glad you enjoyed my classic catchphrase from The Office.
Of course.
I'll see you around, Trevor.
All right, bye, Ed.
Bye, Ed. It's me, Lily. I'm here too.
What I thought I hated that guy, but it turns out he's kind of nice actually. I'm almost sorry that I gave him so much frontal lobe damage, but
yeah.
What can you do?
Sorry, fuck.
I was waiting for the noise to come. I could see your mouth move, and it just never, no noise came.
I think that one was too loud because I have a roommate.
Had half of that Smirnoff.
God, why did I do that?
Okay, for the people at home listening, Lily has had. Hold up your drink. Let's see how much you've had.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, she's had maybe a little more than half, and she is definitely tipsy. I can tell.
Would I have done that normally though? Because I did a bit one time where I screamed quite loud, but that was at 2 p.m. And it's 11:40 p.m. right now. I can't be screaming that loud. So we got a question. Now that I'm going to be feeling bad and paranoid for the whole rest of the pod, let's answer this thing. This one comes from Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hello,
and Lauren asks, wait, I forgot to say I've got too much knowledge. We didn't even do the thing. We didn't even justify the scream at all.
Okay.
Well, you guys know I have too much knowledge.
Yeah, she's got too much. That's. Well, what does Lauren ask?
Lauren asks, how do I deal with the fact that I will be graduating college soon and don't know what I want to do with my life? Lauren adds, also Trevor is definitely the Forrest Gump of oysters. Do you know what that means?
Because we had I talked about oysters a few weeks ago.
When did you talk about oysters?
During the beach. When I was at the beach.
Right.
Because the Merle's Inlet, we have the big oyster boil, where we boil every oyster in the state of South Carolina.
Oh, yes. I remember this. What does the Forrest Gump part mean?
Because Forrest Gump is he's like a shrimp guy. He built his fortune on the shrimp company, the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Right.
And that's the same for me. My family was got rich because they owned all the oysters in South Carolina. They bought it some weird deal in 1830.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what Lauren's question was. Let me go read it again. How do I deal with the fact that I will be graduating college soon and don't know what I want to do with my life?
Okay, now I'm also in a similar situation. So I understand this, and I feel like for me, the answer is you're already living life. You're already doing something with life. I don't like all the pressure to look so far ahead into your future. I know you kind of have to if you want to I don't know, make money and stuff. But I think that with that we kind of lose the ability to enjoy the right now. Because you worry so much about where you're gonna be in a year. So, I say, fucking just don't think about it. Just put it out of your mind, however difficult that is to do, until you have 50 cents left in your bank account, and the rent is due, and that's when you should start thinking about what you wanna do with your life. So,
I agree. I think it helps to keep in mind that when you say what I want to do with my life, I think we're both assuming that's work related, because that's kind of how we treat. We treat how capitalism views us as how the universe views us, and how all of our friends have to view us, and that's not necessarily the case. And I think it's important to remember that there's going to be continuity. Stuff you did in college isn't just disappearing as soon as you graduate, and also there doesn't have to be, because you've had new experiences in life before. And you adapted to those situations, and you're going to have them again, whatever it is you choose to do, wherever it is you choose to go. Yeah. And congratulations for making it this far, and you're going to do great out there.
Yeah, genuinely.
And now we got to say something funny.
Yeah, right? Well, I feel like recently, for me, I've stopped, because in high school and middle school and whatever, I would think about my future, and it would always be job related. But recently I've been thinking about I do want I want to get married. I probably want to have some kids, and that's kind of become my ideal image of the future, instead of thinking about what my job is going to be, even though I guess I'll have to have a job if I want to raise kids, and give them food and stuff. But
So what brings you into the interview today? What makes you interested in this factory supervisor position?
Yeah, so I've been working as a manager at a Big Lots for a while now.
Big Lots, my favorite store.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we see you, of course, in there all the time.
That's great.
You've bought, something like 7 chairs from us.
Yeah, you'll notice
a few of those
strewn about my office.
Yeah, I thought I saw. Are those two stacked on top of each other? That's an interesting design choice.
Yeah, I'm working on a new piece. Anyways, more about you, please.
Yeah, no. I manage 12 people, a day at
Right.
my job at Big Lots. As you know, of course, being a frequent customer, we have many different types of products that we sell.
No, so true.
And quite frankly, I'm kind of sick of it. I see so many different objects every day. I would rather just see the same object being produced over and over and over and over and over again in a very repetitive way. And that's what am I applying for? The head of factory, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me change the title. Yeah, it's gonna be head of factory now because you sound like
Awesome.
Let me tell you, you sound like the perfect guy for the job. I'm ready to offer it to you right here, right now. But I just have one question for you, if you're ready for that.
All right.
Yeah. How would you like a wife?
You know, I think I would like a wife. Yeah, that would be. Do you like? Is that part of the salary benefits?
Well, for a normal employee, no. But me and my wife have been going through a tough time.
Oh.
And she said that guy at the Big Lots.
Oh, that was the woman you were with that I saw you with. That was her?
Yeah, I go in every time with my wife, and she's been, spending a lot of time over at the cash register talking to you, heading up to the manager's office, and you guys spend a couple minutes, hours in there while I watch when you play Avatar on the TVs to kind of demonstrate how good the TVs are. I'll watch all of Avatar while you guys hang out up there.
Yeah. No, we do like to chat for sure. We sell beds at Big Lots too. She wanted to look at a few of those.
Yeah.
So I showed her.
Yeah, we
bought around those.
She bought another one because we sleep in separate beds now.
Yeah. No. Your wife's bed. That's a good one. Very soft. Whenever I crawl up into it. I mean, not your wife's bed specific, but like the same model.
The model. No, I get it. I haven't actually touched that one.
Immediately.
I've never
kind
of been around that one.
So are you offering your wife to me? Is that what's happening? Am I interpreting that correctly?
Basically, how it kind of went down was I telling her in one of our last conversations that I was looking for a new employee for the factory, the head of factory. And she said, while you're at it, could you ask out the Big Lots manager for me? And I said, Jesus, honey, we're married. And she kind of she served the divorce papers right then and there. But I'm hoping if I put in enough of a good word for her, kind of you. I mean, maybe you could put in a good word for me, and something in the future, maybe it come back between me and her. But for now, yeah.
I can't make any guarantees. But I can tell you that I'll treat your wife, or my wife,
That's right,
correctly.
yeah.
And no, I will. I'm a tender lover, so.
That's good. Hey, can I be in the wedding party?
You could. We need someone to serve the chicken that we're gonna serve, so could do something like that, I guess.
That'll do. I can cook a chicken. How many do you guys need?
Oh, big wedding. At least like 300 chickens. So
okay, you're
why
inviting.
don't you get started on that? And I'm gonna go make sure everything's okay in the on the factory floor.
Okay, yes, sir. Also, you
right.
are my boss. I didn't tell you this was a position where you supervise me, and me alone.
Oh, you're the only employee. Okay.
It's a small
factory. You better get started because we got to put out 200 little toy airplanes today. So.
Sir, yes, sir. I'm an elf. North Pole. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to the All That in a Glass of Water podcast that we
Forget what it was.
that we make here.
You thought, is it a TV show? Is it a movie? What do we do here?
Yeah, we make this radio show every week, but we record it
right.
and then upload it to the internet instead of putting it on the radio.
Yeah, really, this is meant to be listened to, like with your family around the big set, like in the FDR days.
Right, really a sequel to Fireside Chats.
Yeah.
So cozy up by that fire. Go refill your
That's right.
cocoa.
Yeah.
And get ready for the episode to end, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry. We got you all comfy, and now we're going to leave you.
Yeah. Pause, go refill your cocoa, come back to the last minute.
Yeah. And since you're so comfy and you have nothing to do, why don't you think of a question or some advice in your life that you need, and go ahead and send it to allthatinaglassofwater@gmail.com, or do the Spotify Q&A feature right there on the app.
That's right. We can't wait to hear the rest of your questions and hear from you all next week.
That's right. And for now, what do we say at the end of these? That's gonna be it. That's all.
Yeah,
folks. Goodbye, everybody.
we didn't say we gotta say the names again.
What do we?
You say I've been your host Trevor.
I've been your host, Trevor.
I've been your other host, Lily.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sleep tight.
It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of here. You're in a safe space.